the company Collectibles, and today we're looking at a buyer pass on the Spider-Man. Dr. Octavius Pavius Pussy's Octopussy's hands. This is a Spider-Man anti-ox suit. Deluxe. This is the deluxe version. I'm going to go over the deluxe version. There is a regular version. It retails at $250. So that is available, but I don't see anyone who is, if you're going to buy this figure, you're a fan of Spider-Man, obviously. And if you don't buy the deluxe version, it's kind of like, but did you really get the figure? So I would already, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, hey, here is the figure without the stand diorama base. So that's going to be around $250 retail. It is normal price. So this guy is $250, and that's what's about normal pricing for Hot Toys Spider-Man figures in the advanced suit day and age. They did say that he got a new metallic suit design that went with him or whatever. So it's going to be, we're going to go into the pictures and analyze what kind of materials they're using here. But January 2022 is the release time frame for this guy. So a little bit over a year. Getting a lot longer wait times with these Hot Toys. That's kind of far out. I mean, by the time these guys release, we all lose interest, and it's kind of like, but did I really want it though? I don't see what went on with the Spotty 2099 figure. Like they released that thing so quick. As of now, it's shipping. A lot of people are getting the emails of you're about to get charged and blah blah blah. So and that was a totally new suit design. I don't know, like how fast they got that one out for the Toy Fair exclusive or whatever it was. And suits like this, I mean, we gotta wait like a year and a few months, and then delays. So I just want to know, like, what's the thing going on here? As usual, 5% off of collectorzone.com using my code EZCZ. The links are down below in the description. You get 5% off the total shipped price. This is the shipped price with taxes and shipping included in this price. So it looks more, but it's because everything is already calculated at right there in front of you. Other than that, it just tells you what he comes with and whatnot. You can read that, pause it. But let's go over some of the pictures here and show you guys what's Spidey going in for this little tentacle thing. So this is basically the diorama. They're putting it up sideways, but that goes towards the bottom. I want to go over what he comes with so I can explain to you how the diorama works. It basically, it's just like a lay-on type diorama base, and then you have this luminous reflective effects on his eyes and certain parts of the suit, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing under blacklight, that's what the effect gets out of, because it's a very neon color, so I would assume the blacklight makes it reflect. So they don't really say it's blacklight; they just say it's reflective and luminous. But the perfect setup for this is the Black Panther. I think it was Black Panther had that blacklight stand that you can buy separately or something like that, or any type of blacklight stand you can get off market would be perfect for these figures, because these figures really do look pretty cool under the blacklight. It has to be pretty strong and direct blacklight on him too. You can be able to see him, but it comes with an array of hands. Of course, you get all the Spidey looking hands, you get all the webs, and you get all the nice design. The suit looks armored. I mean, it does look armored. What I'm getting out of this figure is a very, like, these materials are like the I want to say DX12 had that around his legs. The Batman DX12, I'm looking at him right now as my 1/4 scale, and that's a little bit thicker. But the DX12 1/6 scale, the Dark Knight Rises Batman, had this material around his legs. And if it's that material, I'm going to say it's a pretty trustworthy material. I'm going to say it's a pretty good material as far as longevity lasts. It didn't, as far as I know, it didn't peel off of the figure or wrinkle real bad. It didn't wrinkle or none of that stuff. But then again, I didn't have it in a dynamic pose. You're going to see some shots around this area. I call it the fupa. He has a big fold over here when he's got both legs crunched, and it's a giant fold. It looks really awkward, and it's kind of weird and funny looking. But here I see a little bit of the wrinklage. That's going to be a given. Given them, it's a material I can't explain. It's a pleathery, rubbery material, and it's very thin. So posability and scale is there. But I think over time it's gonna gonna rip, but I've never had an issue with my DX12, and I think that came out in what? 2012? Did it come out in 2012? I'm not sure. Help me out, guys. The DX12, 2012 or 2014? It came out years ago, and I had that figure displayed, and nothing wrong ever happened to it. I was afraid of that kind of material peeling back, but that's just analyzing. I'm not sure. It just looks so much like it. The way it folds, the way it looks, the way it reflects, and I can almost feel it, and I can almost taste it. Like you can look at something and you can taste it. Anyway, the figure is looking great. I mean, if you're a Spider-Man fan, it's hands down one of the top suits to get. I mean, this is anti-Doc Ock. You're against the Pussy Man, and it's a pretty good looking figure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You see, it's like just one suit. It's just one big ass piece of suit. Like no splits at the feet. I mean, it's Hot Toys quality. It's what you're gonna get. Now, static pose. I'm talking museum pose. This guy looks perfect, amazing, and that's what I would recommend for these figures. If you're a long-term collector, as far as collecting Hot Toys, like you're a long-term, I recommend for these Spider-Man suits, you keep them in the static museum pose, like what you see here. It's not going to damage your figure. You're going to have a long-lasting figure. It's going to stay looking nice. Yes, it sucks. Let me go back. What we're on number 8. Just remember, number 8. We're gonna go back to what kind of stand he comes with. Here's the issue, big issue. The stand is the claw. The claw is from hell. The claw from hell. This thing will grab your figure and never let it go. It will indent this suit. It will damage your suit. I guarantee it. It will damage your suit. Multiple collectors on the forums, anywhere you look. If you're using a claw on certain fabrics like Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, anywhere you see a claw being used, except I would say like figures like the Jump Trooper, armored figures, like hard plastic figures, they're kind of out of the picture. But figures with soft goods will get damaged. Do not, I repeat, do not use those claws for your figures. That will damage your suit. I'm just straight out gonna say it will indent the suit. It will stick to the suit. Your figure is going to be ruined if you use that claw. That's your warning. I've exaggerated it enough. I've emphasized that. I think enough that you can understand. Like it's a no when it comes to that claw. So with that being said, you can should be able to get a crotch grabber and stick it where the dynamic stand would go. So I think it should fit like a regular Star Wars crotch grabber. For say, I mean, Arkham Batman has them. Luke has them. A lot of the rectangular bases have that standard crotch grabber, or you can buy it third party off of eBay. Anyway, with that out of the way, the suit looks great. Like I said, I'm not gonna like my Spider 2099. I'm not gonna put it on a claw. But other than that, the suit is looking good. It has a very rugged look to it. It doesn't look like a plastic cheap figure. They're showing it wrap around him, but obviously they're literally laying like random parts around him. I mean, photography-wise, this is a perfect little diorama piece because it will go with your figure real well. The diorama pieces itself is probably made out of vinyl, as usual. Most of them are. They're more of a vinyl-y, rubbery material more than a hard plastic resin, because I guess it's cheaper to do that. And the paint apps usually are good. They're usually good, but there's some paint apps like what the Wolf Predator 2.0 came with, that base. They put the diorama of the alien head there, but it was just not great. It was good. It wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't like the figure that's great. The paint app was dull and whatnot, but as far as these arms go, I don't think they have an issue with it because that was an alien head compared to Pussy arms. So here we have a little bit of close-up shots on him. You see the nice little design going on in the spider emblem and then his eyes. These will be the light-up parts from the black light, as you can see here, and it's all pretty good looking. I can't complain about this figure because I do like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one of my favorite Marvel characters, along with Iron Man. Captain America is right there, and then Bro Thor is like at the very bottom. And other than that, I don't like anyone else. Kind of like War Machine for the design, but I don't like him in the movie. So Spider-Man is on the top as well as Iron Man. So these two kind of go together in the multiverse regardless. So if you have like Tony Stark from the Avengers, I think he goes well with this guy in a display. So if you're like, oh, I have no other pieces, companion pieces, you can have, I believe, you can have the multiverse of Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark and Spider-Man's Peter Parker like this, because it's just so realistic. Here you can see a little bit of light effects. Obviously, it's a black light. I can see all the dust particles. But it's nice and glowy. It's a little tacky. It is. It's a little cringy. But at the same time, if you have a nice setup and you have a good blacklight display, like Thor and Neon Iron Text and all that kind of stuff, it might go well. It might look good. And then back to the last image of all what he comes with. For the price, I think the diorama base is a little bit high. I think it's a little bit high they're throwing at you. I think 270-ish would have been good. They bumped it up another $10 for profits and margins, which is fine. I think 270 would have been good for such pieces like this. It's a vinyl piece. But for $10 more than what I think it's worth, I think it's a good buy. I think it's a good buy for those who are completionists as far as the Spider-Man line goes, and I think it's something that you should get because this is an iconic piece for defeating one of the villains in the Spider-Man game. And if you're collecting all the Spider-Mans, obviously this is a no-brainer for you. You're probably already on it. You probably already ordered it. CollectorsZone.com, EZCZ, 5% off at checkout. Save you money. And then it's a good-looking figure because I see they avoided that crotch thing I said. I didn't see it anywhere. Right there, actually, right there it is, but they're blocking it with the arm. They know the fault in this figure, and I've been seeing it in this figure since I've looked it up. So they blocked it. They did pretty good as to blocking that. They didn't want to show you. That's a really nice pose. Too bad we can't do. I mean, you can get the crotch. I mean, look at this diorama base down there, and then the crotch grabber right here, and then the waist grabber goes around his leg, and you can attain this pose. You can attain certain dynamic poses with just a crotch grabber. I'm telling you. Or the waist grabber goes around there. The crotch grabber you can like hook it around his legs. You can attain certain poses. I just encourage you, do not use this flight stand. I'm promising you it will get damaged. Do not use that flight stand. But like I said, they hide that. But that's very ugly. But other than that, the materials, I'm telling you, it's pretty nice. The materials, if it's that DX12 stuff, I'm gonna show you. Actually, right here, if you can see the DX, my 1/4 Batman, you see that armor on his legs? I'm not sure because I just have a camera turn around. That's the kind of material that's on this guy right now. So, with that being said, it looks like it's going to peel, like in certain areas. It looks like it's going to like peel off, but it's not. So far, everything's held up. I mean, these are pretty moderately old figures. So, I have trust in this, like one of the few Spider-Man suits I have trust in because I've seen this material before. I've seen it being used, and it's not that bad of a price to pay with the diorama. So, hopefully, we get it promised as January 2022. And it's a good buy for you Spider-Man geeks out there. Now, myself, I'm going to tell you, I'm not getting it because I'm not a Spidey completionist. But I can tell you with the value and the look of this figure and the materials used, it's a good lasting figure. It's a nice figure. So I wouldn't pass it up for you Spidey guys. It's a nice figure. Go ahead and buy it and just sleep. And you may sleep because these figures are the next Iron Man. And if you don't buy them now, you're going to be wishing you did when in like 2 years you're going to be like, oh my God, I should have had the Octopussy Man suit. It was very good. Hope you enjoyed what you saw on EZ Company Collectibles. If you like what you saw, like the video, share it. I don't know why you share videos nowadays. It's kind of weird. Do people still do that? I don't know. Like the video. That helps me. Okay, bye, guys.